Hi, I'm Jesslyn, and in this video, we are going to translate a line, and then we're also going to compare linear functions and their translations. So again, if you don't know what translations are or transformations, make sure you watch the video on transformations first. This right here is just a little review over the rotation rules. If we rotate 90 or negative 270, same thing. If we're rotating 90 degrees or negative 270, then the rule is the same. XY becomes negative YX. If you rotate 180, either plus 180 or negative 180 going clockwise or going counterclockwise, the rule is the same. XY becomes negative X, negative Y. And then rotation of 270 or negative 90 is, again, the same exact thing. XY becomes Y, negative X. So you need to remember these rules or write them down somewhere. What we're going to do with this line is rotate this line 90 degrees around the origin and write the image. So since we're doing 90 degrees, we're going to follow this rule right here. So XY is going to become negative YX. So all you need to do is pick some points on the line. Let's see, let's pick that point. 0, 0 is going to stay the same, right? Because 0, 0. So we can pick that point. And then let's pick this point. So if we pick those 3 points, I think those are the only 3 that go directly in the middle or on the line. So this is 5, 2, and then this point is negative 5, negative 2. So we're going to apply this rule. So 5, 2, once we apply this rule right here, negative Y. So the opposite of Y is negative 2, and then the X just stays the same. So it goes to that, and then this one will go to the Y is negative 2, so the opposite of Y is 2, and then the X stays the same. So we're going to graph these 2 points, and then we'll connect the dots. And then 0, 0 is obviously going to be one of the points too. So negative 2, 5, negative 2, 5, and then 2, negative 5. So right there, this is rotating this line 90 degrees. So you just apply the rule, okay? So make sure you know those rules. And now we're going to do this. We're going to explain a translation. So what you want to do really is see what happens when we do this translation. So the first one is Y equals negative X. So if Y equals negative 6X, then if I plug in 1 for Y, so that would be negative 6 times 1, which would be negative 6, right? If I plug in 2 for Y, I mean 2, not Y, 2 for X, sorry, negative 6 times 2 would give you negative 12. So on, if I plug in 3 for X, negative 6 times 3 would give you negative 18. That's following that rule. Well, let's see about if we follow this translation rule, what happens. So if I plug in the same numbers for X, 1, 2, and 3. So if I plug in 1 for X, then we get negative 6 times 1, which is negative 6, and then minus 5, which is negative 11. If I plug in 2, negative 6 times 2, which is negative 12, minus 5, which is negative 17, and then negative 6 times 3, which is negative 18, minus 5, which is negative 23. So now we can compare them. Now, I want you to be able to just look at the equations and notice what happens, but I'm teaching it, so here, but now we can compare them. We notice our x's stay the same, so nothing is happening to the x values, but our y values, and remember, y values tell us whether we go up or down, right? So since we're at negative 6 and we go to negative 11, that's going down. Because if you think of a number line, you're going down the number line, right? Because negative 11 is smaller than negative 6. So we're going down the number line. But by how many? Negative 6 to negative 11, negative 12 to negative 17. The equation gives you a hint right here. We're going down 5. Okay? So with these equations, this is just proof. I don't really even have to do all of this work. All I need to do is look at what's the difference. So the negative 6 stays the same. So the only thing that's different is the minus 5, and the minus 5 tells us we go down 5. Thank you for watching.